Welcome to episode number 4 of the Oxford United Save on Football Manager 2023. I wanted to start off on this projection screen for the finances because I hadn't actually noticed how dire this looks for us. Projected to finish at 4.2 million in the hole by the end of the 2022-2023 season. So we really do want to be promoted or thin the squad and wages that we're spending, one of those two options. But off camera, it's been pretty successful. You guys know that last time out, we were really struggling with our away form, and we've actually got our second win in the league away from home against Exeter with a 2-0 win. 3 wins off camera, very, very solid performances. No real goals to write home about. Um, I don't really think any of them were spectacular, and I don't think any of the games were in doubt either. Pretty sure we qualified from the Papa John's trophy. We are indeed qualified. There we go. West Ham under 21s are actually really struggling, which surprises me because what? Oh, defeats by penalty. Okay, I was very confused. I was like, how have they only lost one game? And bottom of the table. But yeah, we're sitting in third place in the league, 1 point behind the league. This is a crazy battle here. What down to here? We've got 8 points, top 11. Top half is split by only 10 points as well. It's really, really close right now, and we'll see what we can do. In terms of today's games, we're playing Peterborough and Portsmouth, two teams just sitting outside the playoffs. Two very tough games as well. Also quickly, I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support as well that we've been having. Probably trying to get like every other day an episode out. That's what I'm aiming for right now, but I do have some exams coming up next week, so if it is a bit slow up until then I apologize, but just so you guys understand why that will be the case. But yeah, let's get into the first game against Peterborough. They're in 8th place. It's kind of close to us. Not really a derby though, is it? I don't think they're listed as our derby teams, but yeah, it's not too far from Oxford to Peterborough in the grand scheme of things. Everyone is on good fitness, and I think we play Portsmouth pretty soon, so we do. Would it be worthwhile resting a few names? I'm not sure if it would be. I'm gonna bring. We've got Kane Edwards on the bench. I don't think you guys have actually seen him play a game yet. I think he's been suspended every single time we've come to play him. I'm gonna put Rodriguez Gorin on a bench instead of Marcus McGuane because he's still not quite ready for fitness. And apart from that, I think we're going to use the full strength side. We've got McGinty and Gold, back four of Johnson, Moore, Finley and Bowler, Gorin, Brannigan and Bate in midfield with Anderson and Murphy on the wings and Matthew Taylor up front. Anyway, I'll see you guys for the first highlight. Here we go then, first highlight of the game, and it is Peterborough who look like they're going to be having the highlight. I know this game was literally just played last weekend, and Oxford lost 2-1 to Peterborough, so hopefully we can better that result. I know Oxford are really struggling in the league right now. I'm not sure why, because based on Football Manager anyway, it looks like they should be able to recover the form and finish sort of like mid-table or better. But we'll see what happens in real life throughout the course of the save. I guess we'll talk about it. It looks like we were going to get an opportunity there, but we're actually dispossessed by Peterborough in the 6-yard box. Let's see if we can fashion something. No, we can't. I know Matthew Taylor actually was sent off as well in this game. I saw that on Twitter. I saw Oxford appealed the red card. So if you guys have a clip or anything you want to send me, as Cameron Brannigan, vice captain. Sorry, he's not our captain. He's our star player though, with a fantastic finish. Of course, it's offside. It is offside, but what a finish this is. Absolutely smacked that right in the top corner. Cameron Brannigan with the corner kick finds Anderson, who heads it just over the bar. It's been pretty quiet so far, first 40 minutes, and there's only been 2 highlights, only 0.25 XG between the two teams combined as well. Quite a few yellow cards racking up, and I know Peterborough are probably one of the favourites. I think they got relegated from the Championship last season, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do bounce back up with a little bit of recovery towards the end of the season. Going to bring on Marcus Brown at that left wing position, and apart from that, we're going to get started into the second half. Kwame Poku is a player that I've actually used on Football Manager before, and I might be tempted to sign him if he ever becomes available for a decent price, because I'm guessing he probably still has a pretty good potential. But we'll see. Anyway, let's see if we can make something happen here in the pouring rain in Oxfordshire. Marcus Brown looks for Cameron Brannigan. Oh my God. I thought he did it. I thought he'd scored an absolute worldie yet again as he wins the ball back. He's involved in everything, this man. He's too good for us. There's no other way of saying it. Come on. Where are you going, bro? Voila. What, what was that about? It looks like it's going to be a ball draw here, our first 0-0 of the save. I think it might even be our first draw of the save, to be honest with you. I don't remember having a draw so far. I would take a look quickly and see if I'm correct with that, but I think I am. And I tell you what, that 0-0 draw actually moves us top of the league. Derby County must have lost. Where are they? They're not here. They must have already played, actually. Burton Albion lost to Cheltenham. I think we lost to Cheltenham as well, actually. So Cheltenham really doing well. No, it was our second draw of the save, but was it our first game without scoring? No, there's one other match which we didn't score in, which was obviously against Fulham, but you can't really be expected to score against someone like that. Next up, though, is the midweek game against Portsmouth. Yeah, I really need to turn this off and stop my assistant manager from signing coaches and stuff. He's only an under 18s coach, but Jesus, he's dreadful. Right, here we go. Top of the league, Oxford United away to Portsmouth. We still have this really poor away record hanging over our heads, but let's hope that we can make it right today and hopefully get some good performances and maybe 3 points here away at Fratton Park. In terms of the changes, I'm going to bring on James Henry, going to bring on Ken Edwards, and I'll bring on Muzinho at the CDM position. Maguire is, do you know what? Actually, no, I'm going to give Maguire a start. Why not? And yeah, I think that's what we're going to go for. Ken Edwards' first time playing a game on a camera. Let's see if he can impress and maybe bag a goal or a brace or something to try and get us the victory. First highlight of the game is straight away. I feel like this game on FM23 in general, that you always are very, very likely to get a highlight in the first 5 minutes. It always feels like there is one. We do manage to win the ball back and we hoof it clear to Kyan Edwards. He manages to win the header, heads it down to Henry. Come on, let's prove people wrong. I know you've been getting some hate on Twitter. Let's see if you can show why you're in the starting 11 today. Moore finds Johnson, finds Henry again. Very patient play from Oxford. Don't know what these two are doing here, right on top of each other. Like, make some space, lads. Show for the ball, and you might receive it. Brannigan finds Josh Murphy. Oh, what a goal. What a ball from Cameron Brannigan. I told him to find a space, he did, and then he plays a beautiful ball through to Josh Murphy. And the former Norwich man puts us 1-0 up in the second minute. Brannigan here, one touch, turns, beautiful ball through, one touch goal. That's a really nice touch from Josh Murphy there to lift it up and get sort of like let him hit it on the volley into the corner. Plymouth take the lead against Shrewsbury. I do need to bring up the league table here because I only have, since I've switched to my laptop, I only have 3 rows, whereas normally I had an extra row. So I'd be able to have like the league table as well. But I don't have that option anymore as we give the ball away. The goal scorer, Josh Murphy here. Really nice touch from Koroma as he puts it just wide of the box. And that's poor there. We can't be giving the ball away that cheaply. Half time is upon us, and it's been a quiet game yet again. It's been very even, 4 shots and 1 on target apiece for both teams. I'm not going to make any changes, I don't think. I think we're doing fine. And there's no real glaring obvious reason why I should be making some changes right now. As Henry gives the ball away, but it's straight back to Murphy. Come on. Into Lewis Bay, into Bowler. Can he find... That's a penalty. That is a penalty. Can I change the kit taker? I really wanted to give it to Brannigan, but it's not going to let me. It's Henry taking a penalty. Oh God. I really wanted to give it to Brannigan, but fortunately Henry puts it away and puts us 2-0 up at Fratton Park. Portsmouth now with their turn to get a highlight and they give the ball away to our defensive centre back. Lewis Bate wins it back. Can't really see what's going on here because the feed is like in the way a little bit there, but we can manage to keep the ball and play our way out of the press. Can we find something? Finley goes for the long ball to Murphy. He wins it. It does really look like defense are really, really struggling to deal with long balls on FM23, especially on the beta anyway. Obviously, this is still the beta. It's not the full game, so they still might make some big changes when the full game is released. Murphy with the long ball through to Brannigan. Oh, what a goal. Be onside. That was really well composed there from Brannigan. He just sort of dinked it over the keeper. And I tell you what, I'm going to make all 5 substitutions now and give some players some rest. Let's watch the highlight quickly first, or I won't skip through it, so I can't see the replay, unfortunately. But yeah, really good finish from Brannigan. And I tell you what, we'll take him off now. We'll take off Josh Murphy as well for Billy Bowden, just to give him a bit of a rest. Who else needs a rest that plays a lot? Elliot Moore plays a lot. And Bola... No, Lion... Oh, we don't have anyone that can go there. Oh, Marcus McGuane needs to come off, doesn't he? Because he was not quite on full fitness and we don't want to risk injuring him. So those are the five substitutions we'll make. Derby County are actually level on points with us now, as well as Burton. So they both must be winning as Burton drop back down to 30 points. Another highlight here. Hopefully we can keep the clean sheet here. A 3-0 win would be nice, but obviously a 4-0 win would be even sweeter. Marcus Brown finds Kyan Edwards. What a ball, and you've got to be finishing that, lad. Henry, with the corner, finds Edwards, out-jumped and headed clear by Raggett. Only as far as Lewis Bate, though. Into Marcus Brown. Pretty poor ball then, and it's straight to the Portsmouth goalkeeper now. And I tell you what, we've really been dominating these guys here. 2.3 XG compared to 0.25 from Portsmouth. But Koroma has definitely looked the most dangerous from Portsmouth. I don't really know him that well. I've never really seen him on Football Manager, especially like in other saves that I've done in League One. I haven't recognized him, so I don't know if he's a new signing. Kyan Edwards again. Oh, that's very calm and composed underneath the goalkeeper. Henry with the assist, with a goal and assist today, same as Josh Murphy. Really nice ball through, and the pace of Kyan Edwards has managed to get him out, get him past the defenders, and he's just tapped it underneath the goalkeeper, and that's 4-0 to Oxford. And there's yet another highlight with Dane Scarlett taking the kickoff, manages to win the ball, and that's a nice ball. Curtis is dispossessed by Johnson, though. Really good defensive work from him. McGinty's on a really good performance, and he hasn't really done anything. He's made one save, yet he's on a 7.1 overall rating. That's really promising if they have fixed keepers' ratings, because I know in the past keepers would be absolutely incredible and still only get average ratings of like high sixes. Johnson finds Henry into Brown. Really, really good play. We've been fantastic in this match. If only we could have like shared some of these goals out against the game against Peterborough. But you can't have everything, can you? Henry finds Johnson, cut that back to Edwards. Oh, he has done, and it's 5-0. Absolute domination from Oxford as we obliterate Portsmouth on their own turf. Five of the best as we defeat Portsmouth at their own ground comprehensively. It was never in doubt, really. Rested some of the players as well as soon as we went 3-0 up. We got the thumping achievement, and that has really helped our goal difference as well. 4 goal difference clear of Derby County now as we move top of the table in this episode. Josh Murphy, man of the match performance. He was fantastic there. And I say you were superb in front of goal because you were, mate. In terms of the schedule and the next episode, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I've been scrolling through looking for our next game against big teams, and this looks like it is right here. Ipswich and Charlton is our next big game. So I know that's quite a few off camera. But when you look at the positions of all these teams, they're all sort of lower half table. So I don't see why we can't go ahead and win most of those matches and then come back for Ipswich and Charlton, a really big double header against a team in, what is it, Norfolk or Suffolk, and then Charlton, obviously the Valley in London, but we're at our place. But yeah, I think that would be a really good sort of set of games to play off camera, and it would really progress us through the season into episode 5, which would be a big episode. About halfway through the season then, which is about right. About 10 episodes per season seems about right to me. But yeah, 16 games played, 10 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses. I don't know if you guys want to see some of the squad statistics so far, as we're starting to be quite a bit of a way through the season now. They're the average ratings. These are the best performers up here. James Henry's been the best performer. That's surprising. Might give Simon Eastwood a few more games if he's been so well. But bear in mind, he has normally played against the worst opposition in the cups. Playing time happiness is I do have a few people who I need to start playing a bit more. Here we go. This is what you guys want to see. The goal scorers so far, Cameron Brannigan and Matty Taylor both scored 10 goals in the league. Our next highest after that is 4. Other stats we've got is general play. There's not one for assists, but there's like passes and stuff. Here's another one, the XG. You can see Josh Murphy seriously underperforming his XG. Hopefully he'll be able to balance that out throughout the rest of the season. But I think that is everything for the episode. As I said, Ipswich and Charlton next time out. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me on this series. It's really, really encouraging and really wanted me to play more of this for you guys because I'm loving this game so far. It's been incredible, and yeah, let's hope we can make a push for promotion and play some championship football next season. If we have a look at the championship, actually, it's Preston, Wigan and Swansea who are struggling, with Norwich, Burnley and West Brom in the top 3. City are obviously first. What else would you expect with Chelsea and Arsenal hot on their heels? Leeds, Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace are the teams that are struggling. And we'll see what does happen if we do head into the championship next season. It'll be crazy either way. So yeah, thank you to everyone who did watch. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. It really, really does help me out. Apart from that, see you next time. Bye bye.